just by having a more efficient sleep routine, yeah, of course my performance increases, because in the morning I feel very active, I feel awake, and yeah, that just gives a great feeling, and that of course makes me happier. Welcome back again. Fred here, and today I'm going to talk about how fitness and my sleep routine impacted my performance and how it increased my happiness. And this is actually a question I also got from you guys, so thank you for commenting on videos and asking me if I can talk about a certain topic, because I would gladly do so. Also, just a small note before I start with the video, that is, if you haven't seen my last video, from now on I'm uploading weekly instead of every 2 weeks. So stay tuned for amazing content, because now you can expect it every week on the channel. Alright, let's go back into the video. So to answer the question how fitness impacted my performance and my happiness, there are two things to talk about. First of all, which is of course the most obvious, is my physical strength. Well, of course, by doing a lot of fitness, yeah, you're gonna see performance in my body, I'm gonna build muscle, and that sounds all nice and amazing, and you could argue it makes me happier because I look more muscular, but in all honesty, I don't think I'm happier now that I build more muscle than a few years ago. I don't really think that's the case. But that's the part where it gets interesting, because fitness, even though it sounds that you really want to talk about physical strength, it's also a lot about mental health. Because when I see a weightlifter, when I see a bodybuilder or whatever, when I see someone do CrossFit, the one thing I see in them is that it's a person who really dedicated his routine and his time to a certain goal. They are people who have a vision. They know that in order to build muscle, it's something you need to do daily. It's something you need to do weekly. It's not just training, it's also eating and sleeping. You need to eat healthy. You need to train healthy. You need to sleep healthy. There are a lot of things that come into play when you're gonna do fitness. And by doing something every day, by eating healthy, it will make you feel better at the end of the week or at the end of the month. It's this long-term gratification that you get from it. And I think that's the biggest part for most people when they talk about fitness. It's not just physical strength, it's the mental health that you get from it. And for me, that's the biggest reason. I feel so much better when I'm working out. I feel so much better when I'm eating healthy. And yeah, that's really what I want to give to you, is that fitness, even though it sounds it's all about physical appearance, it's so much about mental health, and it's a healthy mindset, and it also taught me a lot of things in other areas of my life. Because what fitness really teaches you is you need to have this routine, you need to have this dedication. And I started doing it at fitness, but now I'm also applying it to studying and to YouTube, and those are all valuable lessons that I want to take with me. To answer the second part of the question on how how my recent sleep routine impacted my health and how it impacted my performance, well, that's actually very interesting, because in November I bought a smartwatch. It's a Whoop watch, and every week I see my performance on how I slept. So did my sleep performance increase? Did it decrease? Did my bed times vary a lot? Did my waking times vary a lot? And this is for me like a system that's holding me accountable. So every week, every day, I see if I slept healthy, if I didn't, if I got out of my rhythm, or if I slept within my certain rhythm. And it really pushes me to sleep more healthily. And what I've noticed is I used to take 30 minutes to 40 minutes before I fell asleep each night, which is quite a lot. But now, because I go to bed at the same time almost every time, I tend to sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. But now my body around 10 p.m. it's just shutting down, because it knows that every day I go to bed at 10 p.m. And by just teaching your body and your brain that 10 p.m. for me is bedtime, it tries to shut down. But if you vary from 9 p.m. to 11, sometimes you go to bed at 2 a.m., and if you do that regularly, that you have these indifferent bedtimes, your brain doesn't know when you want to sleep. But now that it does know, for me, that 10 p.m. is bedtime, I fall asleep in 5 minutes. Maybe it's even less than 5 minutes. It's crazy how efficient I sleep now. And just by having a more efficient sleep routine, yeah, of course my performance increases, because in the morning I feel very active, I feel awake, and yeah, that just gives a great feeling. And that of course makes me happier. So in that respect, I would say that having a more stable sleep rhythm really improves performance and happiness. I hope that this informed you, that fitness and my sleep routine both, that it really increased my performance in mental health, in physical appearance, in just happiness and performance. It helps me in every respect. And I hope that you also learned something from that, and you might want to try to have the same bed and waking times, because that really helps a lot, and you will in the end spend less hours of the day in bed not being productive. So I really hope that this helped you out, and if you disagree with me, or if I missed something important, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it if you could interact with me. Also make sure to follow my Instagram account, because that's really where I interact with my audience the most. And as always, stay positive, be happy, Fred out.